Hello, everybody.
Unico Contras versus Miroslav Shishkin, 24-3-12-13. This is Contras.
Yep.
Welcome to court. Are you Mr. Shishkin?
Yes.
This is on for default.
What was that?
It's on for default. He didn't answer. But what, Mr. Shishkin, let's see what you got there. Mrs. Contreras, according to the file, filed for dissolution.
Yeah.
And it's started with the petition for dissolution and a summons. And that apparently happened on July 19th, earlier this month. Did you get some papers?
I'm not really adept with legal paperwork, and I don't really have anybody to kind of explain it to me. So,
Did somebody serve you with some papers at all?
yeah, they brought me some. Yeah.
Well, those papers, I think, were notifying you that your wife was petitioning the court for a dissolution, so she wanted to get a divorce, and it said the summons told you how to answer the petition.
Okay.
Are you opposed to a divorce?
No.
Do you two have kids?
Yeah, we have 3 kids.
How's that being taken care of? Is he visiting the kids? Is he seeing them?
He visits when he can. I don't know
Okay.
why. It's not all the time, but he does what he can. So.
Is he paying
He's
you
doing-
child support?
Yes, he just sent some money.
Okay. Do you?
So, the default is because he wasn't responding to my calls or messages, and I didn't know anything about him for like more than 3 months. So I just did that paperwork by myself because I didn't know anything from his part. So that's why the default is there. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Shishkin, you're either going to have to join in the petition, or you're going to have to file an answer.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to work things out at first, in a public place, like, take the kids to Burger King so they could play and we could work on paperwork and
Okay.
such. But it seemed like she only wanted to meet at her
All right.
boyfriend's place, which I wasn't comfortable with. So,
Okay. Do you have? How can she get? She says she's been trying to contact you unsuccessfully. Do you have a way
not
she
really
can get hold of
sure.
you and talk to you? I mean, you got to talk about the kids and.
yeah, I'm not really sure what 3 months we're talking about, but
It's when you were on the road and you were not responding at all. And even
Okay.
before that, you were not responding to me. And I didn't feel comfortable just doing that paperwork with you somewhere else. I just didn't feel comfortable being alone with you.
okay.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm gonna just go.
I'm all for, getting it finalized, and I need a little help, I guess.
We can't finalize it for 3 months,
Okay.
but there probably should be some temporary orders in place. I mean, with all due respect, Mr. Shishkin, you should be visiting these kids regularly, and you should be paying some child support.
Yeah, I am.
You should be communicating with Mrs. Contreras. This will be a lot easier if you just file an answer in which you say you either agree with the divorce or you don't agree with, or you tell us what's at issue, and you give us an address where you can be served.
Okay.
All right? Can you do that in a week?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Is it too much of a problem to come back next week, Mrs. Contreras?
No. Well, he has been served already, but does he need to be served the same paperwork again?
No, he doesn't have to be served with anything. I'm telling, the ball is in his court. He needs to file something with the court indicating that, and I think he can get that at the clerk's office too, right?
Yeah.
That's going to cost, if you want to file an answer or an agreement, there's a form you can fill it out. But you just got to tell us where we can serve you with the papers, what's at issue in the case. So in 3 months, we can wrap this up for you.
Okay.
And you might want to, it apparently visitation and child and parenting plan is not terribly urgent?
It's not terrible. I just would like him to come get the kids once in a while because they want to see him. But
Yeah, Mrs. Curt, and you should know when he's coming. They should know when he's coming.
yeah,
Okay.
but it just doesn't happen when it's the due time,
Okay,
all the
and,
time.
Well, somebody at the clerk's office give them information about mediation.
Yeah, there's information on the
Little,
anything.
there's a little, I'm going to call it a spinny thing outside the clerk's office here, and there's a card there for a mediator. I would suggest you might want to call them, hook up with them, and they will walk you through this.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Shishkin, 1 week? Can you get me an answer in 1 week?
I'll do my best, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Okay. It was nice to meet you both.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
You're very welcome. What?
I'm setting this for next
Yeah, next Friday. Okay,
default.
for default. Mary Ballard versus Alan Ray Ballard, 24-4-33-13. Mrs. Ballard, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm nervous.
Oh, everything's fine. Just till we have a seat, just speak right in the microphone, okay?
Okay.
And now, as I understand it, so you don't know where Alan is?
No, I don't. I have no idea where he's at.
He's not in the trunk of your car?
If he was, I'd run my car off the cliff. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. I shouldn't make a joke. Okay, did I call the number? 24-3-33-13. This is on for default. One more time, do I have Mr. Alan Ray Ballard or anyone on his behalf here today? All right. So no indication. Mrs. Ballard, you filed this petition for dissolution on January 22nd of this year.
Yes,
And Mr. Ballard was personally served on March 24th.
yes,
And you have heard nothing from him?
no.
So you want me to enter an order for default today?
Yes.
Do you have the order you want me to sign? Very well. Okay. Could you go, is this the last paper you're going to give me?
Well, I have the one for divorce, if you want that one too.
Okay, I'm sorry, and Mrs. Ballard, if you could, I need you by the microphone, okay? Okay, let me take the easy part first. Okay, I've entered the default order. In addition to this document, I'm going to need findings and conclusions. Do you have that?
No, I don't have it.
I need them both. You don't have any dependent children, do you?
No, never had a child with him.
Oh, well, I don't know if I should say I'm sorry or not. So do you want to try and do this today?
Yeah, it's been a long,
Sure, we can do this, but I need another document. I need a findings of fact and conclusions of law. And I think we can get you the document at the clerk's office.
okay. I left my purse in the car, so I have to go down to the car and get my purse so that I can get the document.
Well, I can put this on another docket if you like, but if you'd like me, we're going to be here for a while. If you'd like to go down and get it.
No, that's okay. Can we do it like sometime next week?
Yeah, so we'll get it on Friday? Can we do it next Friday?
That's fine.
Okay, so I've entered the default order, and actually, Mrs. Ballard could actually do this. She doesn't even have to come to court. She just has to fill out the paperwork and bring it up and do it next party. Yeah. So what you could do, Mrs. Ballard, just the. Yeah, you can call Mrs. Burns, the court administrator. If you fill out all the other paperwork, I think the only thing you're going to need is the findings of fact and conclusions of law. Fill it out, bring it up, and you can call and make an appointment to do this ex parte. You think you're going to do it relatively soon?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll just put this on the docket. If you don't get it done, I'm going to put it on the docket next week.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm sorry I couldn't get all this done for you, but,
It's okay.
okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. It's nice to meet you. You too. Delia Benoit? Or is it
Yeah.
Benoit?
Benoit.
Mrs. Benoit, thank you, I'm sorry. Versus
Okay.
Gabriel Benoit, 24-3-113-13. And this is on for a dissolution, right? You're the petitioner, is that right, Mrs. Benoit? You filed this petition for dissolution on April 18th of 24?
Yes.
I was concerned in this one. service. How did you serve Mr. Benoit?
Through one of, I guess, our mutual friends.
Yeah, it says, what I'm seeing is that apparently your mutual friend sent the information to him via email and text.
Yes.
It says it was sent back signed, but we don't have the copy that was signed.
Oh,
Mrs. Benoit, I mean, if he accepts service, that's fine. But we don't have, all we've got is your friend say so. We need something that he signs, he himself signs and acknowledges in writing that he's been served.
well, can the person who also, because I had two people send him the information. The
Well,
second person being my sister, is she okay to sign?
No, he's got to sign it himself. We got to have a document that he himself signed. Now, if you're familiar with once he signs it, if you can authenticate, if you can say, I recognize that as Mr. Benoit's, my husband's signature, that's fine. Well, I'm going to need at least that.
The term forgery comes to mind.
So you just need the served form signed by
Fine, right.
Benoit.
So, or he acknowledges service, right.
Okay. I get you. Okay.
So are you in communication with all? Is he going to join in your petition?
I don't know where he is. I don't know where his
Okay.
location. I don't know anything about his whereabouts or what he's doing.
Well, Mrs. Benoit, you'll recall on the last page of the petition for dissolution, there's a portion that Mr. Benoit can sign himself if he agrees to the petition. If you and frankly, we've got some forms here as well. If he signs an agreement saying I've received the petition and I'm in agreement with everything that my wife is asking for, and I don't have to be notified of anything more, that's probably the best situation. But if he's not going to simply agree to everything, he just gives an address where he can be served.
Is that form the served form that he got served?
No, well, he could have he could sign that, true, but there's a more simple, direct form that simply says it says it's called agreement. He can just sign that, and if he sends that in, that'll do it as well.
Where do I find that form?
Do they have those at the clerk's office? An agreement, with I agree.
Joinder?
Yeah, joinder.
Clerk's office or
Yeah,
something, download it.
Mrs. Benoit, are you here in Ephrata?
No, I moved out of that
Okay.
area. But I don't know if this matters. He signed both the 241 and 231 divorce forms. I didn't know where to send them. I have them virtually, so I don't know if I should send them to the clerk's office or.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those forms are, but yeah, if you send them in, we can file them.
Okay, it's the let me look. It's the findings and conclusions and then the dissolution decree.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, if he signs those, but you have children as well. Oh, no, you don't have no children,
No,
right?
no children. No.
Okay, all right, yeah, so that if he signs, if he agrees to the form of those orders, yeah, that we can enter those.
Okay. I can send them right now.
All right. Well, I could put this on the docket, but once you get the forms, why don't you just note this up and come in on another Friday?
Oh shoot. I'd have to check my schedule. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Well, any Friday afternoon is good.
I can do next Friday, this following Friday.
You're going to have the paperwork?
Yeah, I should have the paperwork. But what was that form again? You said it was like a agreement form?
Yeah, yes, an agreement. If an agreement form, a joinder, it's what'll, I don't know if can you send it to her? You go to, I think if you go to any county clerk's office, they'll have that form for you.
Oh, okay.
But if Mr. Benoit wants to simply sign off on the findings and the divorce decree, that'll work as well. That'll work too.
Okay, but that means that he would still need the to sign the paper saying that he was served.
No, if he signs a divorce decree and agrees that he's been served and he's in agreement with it, I think that'll do it.
Oh, okay. I just sent those forms, so I don't know how long it takes. I sent him to
Okay.
the clerk's office.
All right. What? Did you email them?
Yes, to Shia Larkin, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm
Shea
sorry.
Larkin. Shea Larkin. All right. We'll, you want me to put this on the docket next week, Mrs. Benoit?
If we're not able to complete it now, then yes, next week would be fine.
Okay, we'll put this on the docket next week.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.